So I know I'm a little late to the party on talking about Squid Games, but I just had to talk about it with you guys because my TikTok For You page is filled with Squid Games edits, theories, all kinds of shit. And I want to talk to you guys about it. So I finished season 2, I think 2 days ago. And let me just tell you guys, if you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It's amazing, 10 out of 10. Like I said to my one friend, this is Netflix's golden egg, okay? And I also think that this is up there with You. Okay, You was really good. I think season 5 of You is coming out too, which Netflix is cooking. Okay, Monday Night Raw is on Netflix. Squid Game season 3 is dropping this year. You is also coming out this year. So much good shit that Netflix is putting out this year. But we're gonna talk about Squid Games, okay? Now, this season specifically makes me feel I don't know how to explain it, like anxious or on the edge of my seat, because in the first season everything was new, right? You didn't know the stakes at first, but then okay, people started dying and getting shot. You get to the end and he wins and he gets on the plane and he's about to go, but he turns around. And that's where season 2 picks up, right? He gets off the plane, he cuts out the little chip in his ear, and he's going after the salesman. Now, one of the craziest scenes I think in the show was the Russian roulette game they were playing. It was a Sung Gyun, and I'm sorry if I'm gonna mispronounce some of these names. I'm gonna be calling them by their numbers, but I'm terrible with names. But he played a game of Russian roulette versus the salesman, and the salesman ended up losing. Okay, you see the terror on his face, and that's where I think the season really picks up. Okay, because Sun Gyun gets invited to, I guess, a club, and he ends up trying to find the game master or the leader of the games, and he ends up going back to the games. And then you have the policeman and the other mob friends of his. They're trying to find the island. Now, when I mean by I feel anxious watching this is because I know the risk of playing these games. And now Sung Gyun has to survive all these games. And the games are different. You had that one five-legged race where they had to play what's that one where you throw the little balls in the air and you got to catch them? Gongi? Yeah, they were playing Gongi. They had the thing where you had to flip the blue card and the red card. They had where you had to throw the stone. You had a little kick up like you're playing soccer. There were some different games in here, like the merry-go-round where you had to find the rooms and stuff like that. But they did an amazing job, at least to me, getting me on the edge of my seat and feeling terrified. Because the first season, like I said earlier, you didn't know the stakes or what games they were being played. Now you know, and now you have to pray and hope and watch in anxiousness to see if the main characters are going to make it. Now, one of my favorite characters, who I also thought was well written in the character, was, I think, player 388 or 120. Whoever was the trans woman in the show, her character was a fucking beast, okay? She was playing like a fucking Call of Duty match, going on a 30 kill streak versus the guys in pink, the guards and stuff like that. She was a fucking beast. And then player 388, supposedly he was a Marine, but he panicked or got PTSD or some shit. And I see theories online that he might be a VIP. Same thing with the little nerd guy that threw the bottle and let the one girl get killed. He might be a VIP too. And you also find out that the game master, player 1, he was also a winner, I think in 2015. So there's a bunch of stuff that you see in the show, or a bunch of stuff that come out throughout the show and stuff online and the history of the show. And it's insane, really. And one of my favorite characters too, I didn't like him at first, so I had to rewatch some of the scenes without dub, was Thanos, okay? Because I didn't know that he had some lines in English. And it just flows so good, and I don't even know if he had a script for real. I'm seeing online that he didn't have a script, and they just told him to do what feels right. But my man Thanos, didn't like him at first. After I rewatched some of the clips in dub, I love the guy, okay? I keep seeing edits of him everywhere on TikTok too. But the last thing I want to talk about here is the Squid Games universe, okay? So after Squid Games 3, you're going to have Squid Games 1987, you're going to have Squid Game USA, Squid Game 2.0, and then Squid Game World, which I think that ends in 2026, I think, or 2027. One of those years, Squid Game World is going to come out. Now, they could do so much with the show. The game master could end up fleeing and going to the US and starting up his own games and running that. Squid Game World could be where they capture people from so many different countries and they just compete. They could do so much with this show. The possibilities are endless. And I'm seeing online that characters that we thought died are going to come back, which, if that's true, that'd be amazing. If they can do it right, that'd be cool. Because this show, the cast, is very intertwined with this story, okay? I saw the clip of the son and the mom. They were reacting to one of their scenes they did, and they were crying. You know, these people are so invested into the show that if they do anything out of the way, I feel it'd be a disservice to them, to the actors, because right now they're cooking, they're on fire. This could be show of the year, to be honest. Netflix is on a roll. But I know I've been everywhere with this video, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about it, rant or yap a little bit. But that's it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.